we're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, here's Carr. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Well, the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Throwing on first down is Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. A very solid gain of 27. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First and goal from the 5. They come out here in the I. He'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jameis Olawale, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got Evans. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing on third. Gone. Complete. He finds Brait. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr now on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we've got a 2nd and 5. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Throwing his car on third down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Evans has it left side. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. They'll run it with Hill. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the front.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mike Evans His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Carr now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aldon Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Colts getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and got his man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Doxson, 78 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Carr, escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Carr. Flush. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Carr to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Aldon Smith in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Carr. Buying time to his left. Lets it fly deep for Khan. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a handoff to Ingram, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that Ingram again. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try the air now with Goff. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A handoff, it's Mark Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my play list, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Super.
Play action. It's gone. That is caught. at the 7. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, it's Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Goff.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Off play action. Here's Goff. A deep ball for Dotson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Fielded it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. To throw on second down. Carr. And that's complete to Gilmore. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now here on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So out come the Raiders. Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now a handoff looking right. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Carr to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell Basham able to drop him for a loss of 4. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Throwing now, Goff. A deep ball for Dotson. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
On first down, Hill. And he is knocked down from the side at the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take...